Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. So as we get to the end of every single month, I always like to look back to see how my portfolio performed when it comes to dividends. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys everything dividends when it comes to the month of August, including what companies paid me, how much I made for the month, all these stats in comparison to last year, my future expectations as far as how much money I could potentially make if I continue to invest the way I am, and what my goals are for dividends when it comes to next month. But before we get started, make sure you leave a comment below and let me know how your portfolio did when it comes to making dividends. Maybe you made enough money to pay for lunch or dinner. Maybe you made enough money to actually pay some bills. And if you did, that's really great. I'm also kind of jealous. All right, so first off, I'll start with sharing what positions paid me in dividend for the month of August. For starters, we have Verizon Wireless at $2.70, then $1.37 from CVS, 50 cents from Costco, $7.68 from Delta Logistics, which was actually my biggest payer for the month of August. It's also my biggest payer on an annual basis out of every position I have, and the reason why is an entirely different story. But anyway, I got paid 91 cents from Hormel, $3.87 from AbbVie, $2.18 from Realty Income, $1.17 from Procter & Gamble, 70 cents from Stack Industrial, $1.29 from Main Street Capital, $1.62 from Apple, $1.47 from Energy Transfer, 50 cents from Charles Schwab, 86 cents from SPHD, $2.60 from QILD, and $2.54 from Starbucks to round out the month of August. So after getting paid 16 dividend checks, that puts my running total for the month of August at $31.96. For the entire year so far, I'm at $213.09, and I'm averaging $26.64 so far. Seeing these stats continue to grow every single month as I track it are really cool, especially when I compare it to last year. When it comes to my dividend pay for August, I actually made $4.95 more this August than last August of 2023. I made $48.95 more than the first 8 months of last year, and I'm also averaging $5.16 more than last year so far. But the coolest stat for me has to do with how much I've made so far this year, and it's actually a little under $44 on how much I made altogether for 2023, which is really cool because for one, it's going to show me that I'm going to definitely pass that up in the next couple of months, and it makes me think about where I could end up at if I continue investing $30 every single week and continue this trajectory, and how much more I can make next year in comparison to this year and in comparison to last year. So far, my portfolio is projected to make me $359 per year in dividends according to trackyourdividend.com, and that's assuming I just leave it where it is and I don't invest anymore at all, and I just let the dividends reinvest into themselves. But of course, I like to see where my portfolio could end up if I continue to invest this amount for the next 5, 10, to 15 years. Now for the next 5 years, I would make $698 per year in dividends from that point forward. In 10 years, I would make $1,320 a year. And in the next 15 years, I would make $2,342 a year. Now these are some big numbers for me, especially $2,300 in dividends per year in 15 years. But of course, a goal that I have, like everybody else does that invest in dividends, is to live off those dividends, meaning pay bills and do whatever else. So $2,300 in 12 months isn't necessarily a lot, but one thing I have to keep in mind is that this is only based off $30 a week, and I plan on continuing to grow how much I can invest on a weekly basis as I continue to budget and pay off other bills. I'm actually hoping to be able to invest $50 a week by the end of this year, and investing only $20 more a week would actually have me make over $700 more within 15 years in comparison if I stick to $30 a week. So that just shows that with consistently investing into a portfolio and seeing those compounding dividends come into effect, then every dollar has a lot of power. Now, a lot of my goals for my dividend portfolio remain pretty much the same. I want to continue to research on specific analytics that are really important when it comes to investing in dividend positions. Over the past month or so, I've looked more into price versus total return and dividend compound annual growth rate, or dividend CAGR. Those are certain stats I believe are really important in motivating others that invest a small amount, like $30 per week, for example, and showing how much your money can actually work for you in the long term. I also want to look up other stats to help support the positions I'm investing into or wanting to invest into. And speaking of which, I want to continue to grow my dividend yield for my entire portfolio, which I believe is at around 3%, but I want to make sure I don't sacrifice too much of the long-term growth, because that is definitely just as important. But again, making sure I put a decent amount of money into slightly higher yielding dividend positions is going to be really beneficial for goals like being able to pay off my bills and dividends. But I actually made a video that I'll leave right here of what bills I could actually pay right now, even though I've only been investing for 5 years and I've been investing $25 to $30 a week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, as always, take care.